Have you ever scrolled through YouTube looking for retirement advice? And by the time you finish watching maybe 4 or 5 videos, you don't even know if you're coming or going. You know, one video tells you to retire at 55 or you're wasting your life. The next one, it tells you to work until you're 70 or you're going to run out of money. And somewhere in between, you're just sitting there thinking, am I behind or am I actually right on time? If you've felt that confusion, you're not crazy and you're not alone, because trust me, I have been there. I am turning 60 this year. So yes, I'm looking to the future of my retirement, and I go to YouTube just like everyone else does, because listen, YouTube is full of information. And there are several channels that you can go to about planning your retirement. So yes, we all go to YouTube and there's nothing wrong with it, but listen, we all have our own plan and we all have to do our own thing. So you have to take a lot of that stuff with a grain of salt. Hey everyone, Charles here again. And today I just want to talk about something that doesn't get said enough. Planning retirement has become one of the most confusing things that you could try to figure out these days, especially if you're scrolling through YouTube, right? You know, there's a lot of channels, there's a lot of opinions, and there's just a lot of hype, but very little of it is actually tailored to you. And here's what happens. You sit down with good intentions. You think, let me educate myself about retirement. So you click one video, retire early or you'll regret it. Then you scroll a little further and you'll see one that says, why retiring at 62 is a financial disaster. Then you scroll a little further and you'll find one that says, work longer or you'll outlive your money. And by the time you're done, you're more stressed than when you started. I know the feeling. And why? Because YouTube rewards certainty, not nuance. It rewards strong opinions, not personal reality. And it also rewards fear a lot more than balance. So here's the truth that most videos won't tell you. Nobody on YouTube knows when you should retire. They don't know your health or your energy level. They don't know anything about your marriage. They don't know your stress tolerance. They don't know your financial situation or what gives your life meaning. They're giving advice based on averages, algorithms, and attention spans. But retirement is not an algorithm. It's a human decision. So let's talk honestly about retiring early. We're going to talk about the good, the risk, and other things. So listen, the good part about retiring early is, retiring early can give you more time. And time matters. If your health is good, those early years can be some of the best years of your life. More travel, yeah. More family time, and less stress, maybe. That part is real. And I'll also tell you about, the stress. Well, we'll get through that a little later. The risk, this is the risk of retiring early. here's the side that nobody likes to talk about. When you retire early, you may also lose your daily structure and your sense of purpose and being needed, mental engagement. And once you step away from all of that, it's not always easy to step back in. You know, a lot of people, they don't miss the job, but they miss who they were while doing the job. You know, let's talk about the other extreme, working too long. The good part is working too long, it can mean more financial security, less pressure, own your savings, staying mentally sharp, and keeping routine and accountability. For some people, that's a very smart choice. The cost of it, though, it can be steep. Time is the one thing that you can't earn back. Health, it doesn't always wait for one more year. Energy changes and mobility changes. And sometimes people work so long that by the time they retire, they don't have the ability to enjoy what they work for. So, what's the real danger here? It's not retiring early, and it's not retiring late. The real danger is retiring without intention, copying someone else's timeline, letting fear or hype drive your decision, never asking the most important question of all. And that question is this: what will I wake up for? Not just how much do I have, but what will give my days meaning? What keeps me moving? What keeps my mind sharp? If your retirement plan doesn't answer that question, it really doesn't matter how much more money you have. So, listen, everyone is different. Your body is different. Your marriage is different. Your stress tolerance is different. And your purpose is different. So stop letting YouTube tell you that there's only one right way. Use the information, but don't surrender your judgment. Retiring too early can take away something that you can't get back. Retiring too late can take life that you can't get back. The goal isn't perfect timing. The goal is wise timing for you. So if this conversation has helped you, if it's made you stop and think, do me a favor, hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you're navigating life after 50 or 60 or even later, 70, or you're planning what's next. And leave me a comment. What's been the most confusing piece of retirement advice that you've heard? We're all trying to figure out this together. So let me know. And I'll see you all in that next video.